All right, we are underway. Chris Jotko in the red trunks out of the southpaw stance. David Branch, the orthodox fighter, is in white. And at least in his UFC career, Jotko has been very difficult to hit. Great striking defense. Early takedown's a good sign for Branch.
This is a very good sign for Branch. And Branch is elite on the ground. And I would think that he wanted to go to it right away.
That takedown was timed beautifully.
He just cracked him with the left hand. There's an open guard here for Jotko. But really what he's got to do here is control the posture. He's not going to catch David Branch in a sloppy armbar. He's just not. He's controlling him and holding him so well. Allowing him to get to the cage is a big mistake.
Big mistake. Guys use that cage so well to get back to their feet.
Yeah, but he's going to take his back from here.
Jotko defending right in his corner.
He's hit it.
He had a half Nelson on it.
And Jotko turned it around. See, Branch missed out on a gigantic opportunity there. Having him on the ground, he should have, in my opinion, he should have immediately tried to pass to a dominant position.
And advance a little bit more, yeah. David Branch is doing a good job with his head position and his underhook there. You see him with the left leg inside, the left underhook up, and his head is trying to stay lower than Jotko. Oh, there you go, takedown by Jotko.
Takedown, beautiful, look at that.
But I mean, is this the best position for him? No, he needs to break. But right here, he needs to find separation, huh?
Oh, nice knee to the body, but it looks like he's trying to make a point.
Yeah.
He could also feel that David Branch is slowing down a little bit. Look, there was a low blow there. What happened? They're letting it go. He could feel that David Branch is maybe pacing himself a little, maybe there's some nerves involved. He hasn't been in the UFC in a long time.
Get himself off the side of the octagon. He needs to lift his left underhook to try to turn and get his back towards the center to break space.
Branch trying to get that takedown. Beautiful transition to a knee there by Branch.
And right back where he wants Jotko, back against the fence.
Short time, Dave.
Double underhooks now for Dave Branch.
So a good look to end the first round here for the returning David Branch. All right, round two here. You heard Leonard Wilson in the corner of David Branch. Jotko in red, Branch is in white.
That if he gets over aggressive, you know, the counters and everything, but you can see he wants to let it fly, but he's very hesitant. Maybe it's the worry of that body kick from Jotko.
Jotko closes distance here.
Again, he actually is the guy that needs to be in space, but he's starting the engagements here in the clinch.
It is a beautiful spinning kick, a spinning back fist rather.
Absorb all of it. 1 minute gone by here, round two.
Branch kicking low. Right.
And now Branch just actually kicked him right in the cup.
Soft warning from the referee, and we're back underway.
Just excellent distance control by Jotko.
Just the sixth significant strike landed for Jotko. There's 7.
And you see, that's why David Branch isn't committing too much to the striking. Well, the first time he did, right, John? Was that a kick or a knee? The first time he did throw a power shot to the body, he got taken down.
David Branch worked long and hard to get back to the UFC, and he seems a bit hesitant to engage here. There he goes.
Overhand right now. Jotko did a fantastic job of getting back to his feet, but nice overhand right to a double by Branch.
Oh, he clipped him with the right hand on the break.
Nice jab by Branch.
He's got a good one. Jotko quick with that left hand.
He is now starting to fight a little bit more at his pace. You know, he's being a little more active. If Jotko allows himself to get stuck on the side of the octagon here, he could still lose this round.
Work off my cage. Work off my cage.
Well, Jotko again campaigning to the referee.
Break to the center.
Wow. Let's go, break.
Why do that? I mean, the referee just got tricked. That's exactly what happened there. He's like, come on, he's not doing anything. Meanwhile, he's holding you there. You don't enjoy working under? Without saying any names?
Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
Whoa, wheel kick, just barely missed.
Branch to the body lock, yep.
Beautiful.
Jotko with a nice whizzer to get back to his feet.
Nice, very nicely done.
You see the work that Jotko has done on his ground game, his get-ups. 20 seconds now to go in round two. Advantage Branch, though, at least on paper, in terms of the significant strikes landed, 30-13 to this point.
faked the knee
10
and
seconds,
came in
guys,
with a
come
punch.
on.
He just got a real good sense of distance.
But that's what he's going to have to do. A straight strikes at this point are not working on David Branch. He needs to mix it up.
Break.
For a fight like that that's so slow-paced to cost you, your record at this point, especially all the momentum he's gained cracking the top 10 and fighting a guy that's been out of the UFC for a while.
Jocko one and done once again.
Great footwork by Jocko. There's a nice leg kick by Branch.
But based on activity, David Branch has thrown 15, 20 punches so far, and I don't know if Jocko's thrown any. See?
Yeah, he's waiting too long.
Yeah, he's waiting too much. He's watching.
Jocko goes high. Branch doing a nice job getting that right arm up.
Kick to the body by Branch.
It's so close, and the action's so slow, you really don't know who's winning. And then somebody's going to be very upset with the judging. But it's on the fighter to actually get going.
And as Jocko engages, his corner calls for him to disengage.
He doesn't seem to want to, actually.
Yeah, they really have.
A lot of times I will really get upset I'll get really upset at crowds. And Jocko's such a good striker, but if he tries to strike, well, he gets taken down. So it's like they've canceled each other.
All right, now he's got him down. Let's see if David Branch shows a little bit more urgency if he wants to get something done. He's trying to soften him up again, but I would like to see him, honestly, just try to step over those legs.
Takedowns now. Branch 3.
Looking for choke.
Landed on 7
Looking for choke.
attempts.
He's looking for Dars. Slide that right arm under the chin. Keep a good eye on his hands. If his hand slips up and gets a hold of his... nothing now.
And Jocko's in on the
Jocko's going
single
to take
leg.
him now. Look at this. So in that position means Branch had a very brief opening to try to close something up. Branch going to have to hammer fist to the thigh.
Hey, this referee's a little quick on the trigger. I mean, this guy. This guy's like, I don't want to see you guys clinching at all.
He wants some action.
Less than a minute now to
David
go.
Branch just led with the head.
In a round, though, in which not much has happened. A big takedown for Branch.
Christoph Jocko went with that knee and the right hand over the top. Is that? He
Next
flipped
uppercut.
it. Nice. I was going to say the only real advantage we've seen is that David Branch has been able to take Jocko down.
Yep.
Jocko hasn't been able to take him down.
Yep.
But like on the feet, there has never been really established a real significant advantage for either fighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Jeff Mullen scores the contest, 29-28, Branch. Sally Amato scores it, 29-28, Jocko. And Aladdin Martinez scores the contest, 29-28, for the winner by split decision, David Branch.
David Branch is back, and he gets the win tonight. Congratulations. Injustice 2. Fight as your favorite DC heroes and villains in the ultimate super-powered showdown. Rodriguez in green, Frankie Edgar's in black, lands the right hand early.
Still at the top of his game. This will test him. But every prospect has the fight where he has to prove himself a real contender.
But Yair is getting those kicks off, and as you said when you talked about him training with Cain Velasquez, he just throws them. He doesn't worry about whether or not he's going to get taken down.
You see Frankie instantly put him on his back foot, though. Yair landed an elbow right in that little exchange. A back elbow as Frankie was starting to clinch him.
Plan tonight defensively to stuff these shots from Frankie.
Got to be careful of the guillotine. Got to be careful of the guillotine.
On that high crotch. Long as he doesn't fall in his guard. Okay. Now, you got to be very careful here if you're under Frankie Edgar, because you can get wiped out, as we saw in the Cub Swanson fight, where he just wiped him out by just dominating him.
Let's see if he can get off some of those scrambles here with a pressure fighter like Frankie Edgar on top of him.
There you go.
Oh, solid shot by Frankie Edgar.
He has to control his posture on the bottom. This is not the level of guy where you're just randomly you know, throwing up submissions. You got to control posture and try to get back to your feet if you are Yair Rodriguez.
Well, Yair had to have known. You got to be careful that right arm. Don't put that right arm down on the ground.
That is problem number one for most wrestlers. We place our hands on each side of our opponents, and sometimes that's how the guys throw up submissions.
And like you saw in the Chad Skelly-Jason Knight fight, if a guy has a good guard, that can be a real big problem.
He is getting beat up right now by Frankie Edgar. This onslaught does not stop, John.
Well, he could do it for a week.
Well, and for 15 minutes, right? He's so used to going 25. Forget about it.
He's covering his mouth now, too. Covering his mouth and punching him. And by disrupting his breathing and covering his mouth, he also makes him try to remove that hand off the mouth.
And already in nearly 4 minutes, Yair Rodriguez experiencing more adversity in this fight than he has in his entire UFC career combined to this point.
And this is what we wanted to see. What we wanted to see is a real veteran, a super solid wrestler going after this young, wild kicker, and to see whether or not he could stop this and whether or not he could survive this. I mean, he's getting beat up here, but he's still in the game, and let's see whether or not he's able to recover, or whether Frankie's able to just keep putting it on him until he wilts.
And it changes everything, Joe, because now his offensive guard is not offensive anymore. It stopped getting beat up.
Yep.
It's no more, let me look for my offense. It's how do I stop him from beating me up?
Yeah, he's getting lit up here.
He is getting lit up. His face already has a big old cut on the side.
Yep. And he's getting trapped. He's got his head trapped up against the cage. And Frankie just has massive pressure on him. He's got him stacked up.
Against Yair Rodriguez. Wow. Look at that eye. Instead of working on that swelling.
Well, the cut's most certainly important. I mean, both things are important, but man, that left eye is almost gone. He's not going to be able to see right hands, right high kicks.
And this won't stop from Frankie Edgar. This pace and this pressure will continue. And as a smart man in Frankie Edgar, he will try to get another takedown early in this round.
Yeah, and Yair is poised to spin. You keep seeing twitching and loading his hips. I mean, he's going to try to look for a big shot. So there it is. And Frankie's got to look for that. He's got to look for that, and there's the big takedown attempt, and he's got him up. Oh, takedown defense by Yair.
Yeah, but
beautiful.
But look at Frankie Edgar.
Look out for his leg. Look out for his leg. He's in trouble. Frankie's in trouble.
Yair's attacking knee bar.
Frankie's got to make sure that that left leg stays laced over his right foot to defend that leg. If it doesn't, he's going to have to spin and scramble out of there. He's almost out. Almost out here. Well, Yair, what he wants to do is get into a heel hook position here. He's rolling over. Now he's going to straighten it out to a knee bar. This is good. This is good for Yair.
Yep.
This is very good. Frankie's got to pop his hips back or get to a position where he can punch Yair in his face.
He's trying to get his left knee up, so he can start the crossface.
Oh, he just hit him with a nice elbow. He hit him with a nice elbow on that really damaged eye. Now he's punching him. Yair's going to let it go now.
He's
got to. Yeah.
Because now it has to go to defense.
Yeah, he's getting beat up now. And now Frankie's going to be on top of him. Yep, he's got head and arm control.
And Joe, that's the danger.
Full mounts.
For Yair Rodriguez is knowing he's behind, going for something.
Yeah, he took a chance.
But now he finds himself in this position because of it.
Less than 3 minutes here to go round 2.
Yeah, he handled that perfectly with great patience and positioning. But Yair Rodriguez still super dangerous off of his back. But Frankie, relentless.
It's that pressure, man. That pressure's intense.
Yep, it is.
Looks like that left eye is now completely shut for Yair Rodriguez.
Oh,
and he's smashing it too.
Yes, and he's hitting him on that spot. Right on it.
So thus far, a rude welcome to the top 3 for Rodriguez.
And Frankie's just targeting it.
And you can't stall with Frankie Edgar, some of the best top control in the game, and stays as busy as anyone, loads up on that strike.
Yeah, he's just, these strikes in the bottom are flailing. They're very ineffective.
If you remember the Charles Rosa fight, it was the only time we saw Yair on his back for an extended period of time, but obviously Charles Rosa does not have the ground and top control of a Frankie Edgar and a ability to get the damage off that Frankie's getting on Yair Rodriguez right now.
Just over a minute to go here. All Frankie Edgar thus far. Perhaps a 10-8 in round 1 and could be working on another here, DC, in round 2.
He's wiping him out. I mean, just like you said, Frankie has the ability to just wipe people out if they don't match up well against him. And he's doing it to Yair Rodriguez right now. Yair needs to open up the guard. He's got to find a way to change his position. Get up to his feet, do something.
Oh. Oh. got on top and just beat the snot out of his opponent. I mean, that's what he does, and he doesn't get tired doing it either. He's relentless, and he drains you of your life. Here, Yair throwing those legs up. I mean, constantly being active off the bottom.
Like John said, though, man, Frankie can do this all day. You know, this is a 15-minute fight.
He's got him stacked here. He's got to be careful as he has him stacked here, though. He doesn't get trapped into a triangle. Oh, he's gonna spin over. Full domination this round.
Yeah.
And Frankie, you know, has to know that Yair is going back to his corner, severely damaged, and really can't see at all out of that left eye now. That left eye is completely shut. They got to jump on that thing with the end swell. He's got the end swell in his hand. Do that. Stay aggressive. Oh, man. I think they're gonna stop the fight. Yep.
They stopped the fight, but Yair Rodriguez saying, I can see when they gave him an out, it's a big deal for a young guy like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round number 2, on the doctor's advice, referee Chris Reed has called an end to this contest, declaring the winner by TKO, Frankie the Answer Edgar.
Maia, the southpaw, in black trunks.
Masvidal just shook off the hand touch. A real throwback. Look at that. I mean, immediately shoots. Ties you up, just pulls guard, and his takedown attempts, he chains them together. He's unbelievably physically strong because you're dealing with a guy that fought at 185 pounds his entire career, and he's just shocking in his ability to tie you up. And look at this, he gets a hold of the leg, and Masvidal's defending it off very well so far.
Masvidal has already done better than previous opponents of Maia during this recent run. That maybe got Maia's attention.
When Maia has a hold of you, you're in danger. And this is what's going on right now. Maia's got a hold of him, and he's getting his back.
That's the issue, Joe. You know, a lot of us, as fighters, we stand up by giving our back to get to the fence.
Yep.
Against Damian, you can't do that because he finds a way to get a hook in, and once he gets a hook in, then you're in trouble.
Injustice 2, fight is your favorite DC heroes and villains in the Ultimate Superpowered Showdown, available Tuesday on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
To get him back down to the ground, because as much as he's comfortable, he doesn't need to put him down.
He just has to grab his neck. Like, this is a battle right now. This is terrible. This is terrible. He's got it across the face. He doesn't even need to go under your chin. He'll choke you unconscious through your eyeballs. I mean, you're dealing with a completely different level of squeeze. So far, an excellent defense by Masvidal. And as long as he keeps Damian pressed up against the cage, he doesn't really have to worry about carrying his weight. And if you look at where Damian's leg is, it's not constricting his breathing right now.
And because of the way Damian's last few fights have gone, John, to get a takedown like he did at the beginning of this round, because it took a lot of energy to get him down.
Damian went sideways. He switched a little, and now he's making him. He's trying to drag him down here. Now he popped back up. He just has to get his hands together. If he gets his hands together, Masvidal's in trouble.
And Masvidal's doing a good job of actually.
And he's carrying him also a little bit with his upper body. But he switched it. He switched the body triangle to the hooks. He went back to the traditional hooks, and now he's in danger of getting shook off. But he's still battling here. And Masvidal did a great move right there. Got that 2 hands on one, and got that arm to the side. And he's in a position where Damian Maia's elbow is in trouble. And now he's turning, but he's on top. Oh, he's tagging him. Maia's in big trouble.
Masvidal making these ground strikes count.
Maia right back to that half guard, though, man.
Maia back to the half guard, but doesn't have any control of the body right here. Doesn't have control of the posture. He's doing a good job defensively, ducked under that punch, so he's still got his wits about him, but he doesn't have control of Jorge Masvidal here. Masvidal ends the round on top, doing damage. Very interesting. There was a moment where Damian
round two, ready?
Came close to sinking something in, but it never really did.
Masvidal was breathing very heavy in between rounds, and as soon as they said fight, he seems to kind of be okay, but now some tape's loose on his hand. They're going to have to cut it.
The trailing tape there on the glove of Masvidal back underway. 20 seconds gone by here, round 2.
Yeah, there was some deep breathing by Jorge Masvidal in between rounds, but he seems to have recovered. And there's that shot again, this time stuffed.
Great takedown defense by Masvidal.
And now Masvidal's nice and slippery. Good kick to the body by Masvidal. Ooh, inside leg kick.
Huge for Masvidal to get to that stool in round 2. Working off the jab here, another good sprawl.
Not just that, he shot and then stopped. He stopped once he realized that the sprawl, he didn't keep chaining it together like he did in the first round.
Yes, that's the difference. Because of the fatigue, he didn't pull half guard to put himself in position to try to get another kick. And he stays here.
He's
in trouble. He's getting lit up.
He's getting lit up.
There's no tell. Damian Maia can't read that because there's no tell.
There's no tell, and he's standing straight up, too. Look how straight he stands.
Maia pressing down gingerly on that lead leg. Masvidal attacks again.
See, again, once he sprawls, he's not shooting. There he goes. Now he's going to half guard. Now Masvidal's in a little bit of trouble. Now it gets tricky. And
Now
Masvidal's
Maia,
confident.
Yep. But he's got to get those legs back. Be careful. Maia's going to try to run the pike here.
He's got loose. Oh, he nailed him. He nailed him. He hit him with a knee and another shot.
Another shot by
Desperation
Maia.
now.
Yep. And there you go. Again, half guard.
Yeah, but he does not have control.
Because Maia keeps sprawling all the I'm sorry, Masvidal keeps sprawling all the way out. And as long as he's flat, Masvidal is okay. It's when he starts to build up to his base where Masvidal has to worry.
Oh, now he's got him down. Now it gets interesting. 2 minutes, 34 seconds to go. Let's see if Damian can work. Look at Masvidal trying to lock up an anaconda choke.
Maybe not the strength discrepancy that some forecasted here with the former middleweight and former lightweight here meeting in the middle. 0 for 5 for Maia on his takedowns this round, unofficially 2 for 10 for the fight.
So he shoots a single, goes to half guard and finishes the takedown, but the takedown doesn't count. How's that work? If there is no takedowns, Joe, how are they on the ground right now?
The takedown doesn't count, like in the UFC.
Well, he just said 0 for 10, but he's out. Somebody got a takedown.
No score.
I'm putting you in charge of the takedowns now. Who more qualified to do a takedown than Daniel Cormier? Maia is behind Masvidal, but Masvidal's almost up to his feet. And if he does get up to his feet, Maia could be in trouble.
Yes,
you see a lot of blood coming out of Maia's head right now. Looks like something in the forehead. Maia drags him down again.
If Jorge Masvidal gets out of this position,
he's got to be exhausted. But then again, Masvidal might be exhausted too, but it's going to be easier for him to defend the takedowns than it's going to be for Masvidal to defend the strikes.
Yes.
Damian's still just trying to lace those legs. Oh, dragged him down now. Minute to go. Things are getting interesting right here. Armbar attempt, perhaps. Hit him with a knee, hit him with a couple of good shots. But on the ground,
it's a wash. He's winning. Maia's winning.
Masvidal intimating to watch the back of the head. 10 minutes now gone by.
I thought Maia won, but I mean, Masvidal finished on top, landing big damage. It's a crazy fight.
Well,
so
we can all
it's
agree.
possible that it could be 1-1 here.
Yes. He's got to shoot like he did, fall to his back and get the half.
Oh, strong inside leg kick. Really, he might have hurt his knee there.
Yep.
And again, the way you said it, there's no telegraphing. He just smacks those out there. I mean, he might think that Masvidal has to come to him, and he might be right. We don't really know.
Well, given what's at stake, you don't want to sit on what you think is a lead.
I mean, there you go. Now here comes the attempt. Nice high cross by Maia.
Jumps on it.
But again, look, Joe, we're at 227 now. The same exact situation as we were in last round.
Advantage as he tries to get a submission.
Well, if Maia can get behind, he's under the chin here.
And he's just at a bad angle. If he can actually get the back, he can finish this. He was at a bad angle.
He's at a bad angle, and Masvidal realized it. It can keep him from rolling away, and he's doing that here.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Yeah, this ain't good for Masvidal.
Masvidal's trying to get to his back here. He's trying to get off of Maia to his left to get to his back.
But Damian might move over to the mountain here.
So less than a minute now to go. You got to think UFC welterweight champ Tyron will be back in studio, an interested observer here.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Nelson, last guy to take Maia the 15-minute distance.
Oh, he's got him flattened out now, though. This is a bad position for Jorge Masvidal, but not much time.
But in terms of damage, I still feel as though Masvidal did more damage in this entire fight.
I agree with you.
Well, we talk about Damian Maia's striking defense, but he only landed 3 significant strikes tonight. Decided advantage for Masvidal on the feet. And this welterweight title eliminator goes the distance.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Jeff Mullen scores the contest, 29-28, Maia. Aladdin Martinez scores the contest, 29-28, Masvidal. And Sal D'Amato scores it, 29-28, for the winner by split decision, Damian Maia.
Against against the #1 pound-for-pound woman in the world, Joanna Jenjacek, champion in the black and gold, challenger in what?
And for Andrade,
She knows what she needs to do, Joe, but can she do it? Is she gonna stand at range because of the moment?
she's got to close the distance, though, because even at 115, she was short for 135.
Yes.
But against Andrade, excuse me, against... she clipped her.
That's the type of fight she has to make her fight. That type of fight. Because it's a brawl. It's not technical striking. Jenjacek can technical strike all day.
Right.
You gotta engage her in a brawl. It's your only chance.
And she could have had this title fight earlier as she lands again up top.
She is brawling for sure.
The moment she engages, you can see the difference in the strength between the two.
Absolutely.
And she's explosive, Andrade.
Wow.
Now, Jenjacek has defended takedowns before in this division, but has she defended someone as strong as Andrade? Look at that.
Wow.
Just power to pick her up and throw her down.
But, again. Now she's got her on her back, legitimately. Very interesting of Joanna.
But again, you have to be able to keep this pace for 25 minutes. Claudia Gadelha started strong against Jenjacek, and eventually Joanna took over the championship round.
And now Joanna's back up. Ooh, she hit with an elbow and a nice knee to the body as well.
Joanna does a great job in here of framing and throwing elbows.
One underhook here for Andrade in the clinch. Andrade a little bit wild with that right hand attempt. Just over 2 minutes now to go round one. Yeah, last 3 title defenses, to your point, have all gone the 25-minute distance.
With a high kick. But Andrade is walking through everything. She's such a little bulldog.
Before transitioning to martial arts.
Caught her with the left on the break. And a nice knee to the body before that.
The Jenjacek camp said they worked a lot on her footwork. Making sure she's not there when Andrade has these big explosions into her.
One more takedown. Oh, boy. Wow.
She's using all strength.
Yeah, that's all strength, right?
Yep. Now, as the fight goes on.
Elbow to the head.
As the fight goes on, those become more difficult.
Like maybe that elbow got Andrade's attention, inside leg kick. Man, she gets that foot up quick. Joanna champion right back to work, attacking that lead leg of Andrade, inside and out.
He's slamming that shin into her thigh.
Don't forget, immediately following the main event, recap of all of tonight's action on the FS1 UFC 211 post-fight show.
Yeah, I don't remember her checking any either. I'm just interested to see whether or not she can close the distance or whether or not she gets frantic. Like this kind of chasing around. It's also got to be very far. Oh, she stung her. She stung her with that right hand. Oh, again. And then goes the body. Whew. I'll tell you though, man, she better not be there when one of those lands.
She is throwing some wild strikes. Yes, she is.
Oh, she checked that one.
Couple shots got through for Andrade, now a level change.
She's attacking that high crotch. She must feel like she can get takedown, which she has with a single leg better than she can do with a double leg.
Beautiful defense by
Jenjacek. Yep. You saw Frankie Edgar earlier. Everything was clean. The takedowns were quick. He didn't work that hard to get the takedowns, so he was able to secure them. Everything's a big, hard takedown. Nice overhand right by Andrade here.
Yeah, she caught it.
She is eating jabs, man.
Might be the best jab in the game, man or woman.
Yeah, it's very possible she has the best jab. Oh, head kick. She hurt her. Oh, and Andrade attacked her. Andrade is a tank, man.
She's tough, man.
Still working hard for that takedown. Wow. Look at her, she's pumped.
You know, she just looks a little bit confused in round 2 in terms of trying to find places to actually get damage off on Joanna. Now you need to kick a little lower. Another head kick.
Beautiful.
Goes up so fast.
Yeah, she didn't telegraph that at all.
Now she's flowing. And Andrade continuously questioned what she perceived to be a weak chin on Joanna Jenjacek. It's held up in all of her title defenses, and she's had as good a recoverability.
You gotta look for some flaws, you know?
Oh, great level change there. but good defense by the champ.
You got to look for something, and that's what you're going to say to yourself. Oh, she can't take a shot if I connect. And meanwhile, if Andrade connects on any woman at 115 pounds, she's got a good chance of putting him unconscious. But it's about connecting, and she's been able to hit her a couple of hard times, especially that one in the forehead in the first round. But since then, this has been a technical dissection by the champion.
Not many people in mixed martial arts fight behind the jab, and Joanna Jędrzejczyk does it really, really well.
Leg kicks, how about 90% on near 50 attempts?
Oh, she's going high with these kicks.
It's because of the stance change. You know, the left side, you can kick the body and you can go up top a lot easier.
She's really starting to feel it on that left leg. She's limping on it now. And then she tried to throw a kick of her own.
Jab.
Just popping it in there.
Inside kick, jab.
Oh, she clipped her there. Oh, Andrade still very game and dangerous.
Cannot fight this. Oh. She's so fast, so straight, everything just perfect. Everything perfect. Every strike, every kick, every punch. Everything's just perfect. She has not thrown one loopy punch yet, Joe. Everything is just straight down the pipe.
Woo! Oh my goodness.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Both of them, the head kick and the punch. Andrade still very game. Oh, clipped it coming in.
She sticks, then she moves.
That's got to be from one of the punches that landed in this round.
Andrade's making it a firefight. But largely a dominant round once again for the champion.
When Andrade does fight southpaw, she doesn't follow as much as she does whenever she's fighting conventional. She actually tries to step forward, cut off the octagon. Watch Andrade, look at her right foot. She's kind of trying to set a trap by stepping to her right.
Champ lands upstairs. She continues to score here early in round 4. Just a pleasure to watch this champion work.
We also have to remember that Joanna has had some issues with her hands.
For someone with the movement of Jędrzejczyk, it's very difficult to find her with your hands. You got to kick more.
Yeah.
That is when you have to be throwing more kicks. That's the only way to catch someone that you're actually having to chase the whole time.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
She heard it with that. They're all starting to pile up, as you were talking about earlier, Daniel.
And still moving forward, trying to find a home for one of those hooks, but
finally where she needs to be here. On the inside, controlling an underhook. Hopefully she's gonna actually try to switch down to a shot. But even on her takedown so far, she has not been able to control Jędrzejczyk and keep her down for an extended period of time.
Good use of the head by Andrade. Good short shot from Jędrzejczyk. Jędrzejczyk's trying to turn her around. Nice knee to the body.
so we mentioned her personal best UFC record, 70 leg kicks landed, 60 thus far. Still has 7 minutes potentially with which to work here.
She actually gives herself a chance to react if they do attack a shot.
Almost take down there, but again, Joanna defends it.
And frustration has to be setting in, you know, because you're trying to take her down. And even when you get 90% of the way, she gets right back up. And if you pay close attention early in the fight, right hand.
That got it.
Look at Andrade just eats it and moves forward like she's angry that she got hit.
Now you see the combinations extending for Jędrzejczyk. Now they're not only 1-2 punch combinations, they're 3 or 4 strikes at a time.
She went high with that kick. It's amazing, the chin on Andrade.
There it is, look.
I mean, she has just taken a ton of punishment in this fight. And continues to be dangerous.
Yeah, she's not giving up on herself. She's in there still trying to win the fight.
Oh, nice knee. Oh, nice. Hook on the break.
Just a massive discrepancy in hand speed. Waning seconds of this 4th round.
And the movement hasn't slowed down at all for Jędrzejczyk.
Well, she realized she's in there with the next level. I mean, One of the most technical strikers ever in MMA.
Because in her last fight, these strikes landed.
Yeah.
These big hooks and these right hands, they landed. As if Joanna Jenček wasn't a problem enough. Now she can wrestle.
In championship level striking. I mean, when you're dealing with a championship level in Muay Thai, you're dealing with arguably the most effective striking discipline in the world today. Joanna's a beast, and Andrade is still pressing forward, and she's still game. Look at her. She's getting tagged, she's still moving her head and swinging bombs. And also, I'm sorry, but also Andrade is only 25.
Right.
It's another thing to take into consideration.
Contenders, they have their moment early, but if you don't get Jenček out of there, it makes for tough sledding the rest of the way. That's certainly been the narrative tonight.
The thing is, Joe, we talked about this in the Masvidal fight. We talked about Joanna. There's no tell on the strike, but Andrade always dips before. Look at that. She always dips before she attacks. That's her tell.
You know, used to dip Joe Frazier.
Yeah, but
still knocked a lot of people out.
Yeah, but every time, like every time, because that elbow's landing.
She's gonna head kick her.
Yes, she is.
She looked for it.
Well, from a conditioning standpoint, Andrade certainly put herself in position to win this fight here tonight.
She's in great shape, John.
Oh, no question. To endure this kind of punishment.
Yeah.
And also, you've got a real chance to look at her willpower and determination.
Stalking, flat-footed, moving forward. 30 seconds now to go.
Wow, and Andrade just never stops coming.
No, man, and Andrade has the willpower, you know, the willpower to continue when you're dealing with this level of adversity.
Yeah.
To never give up on yourself.
Oh, yeah. No, she is a fighter. Oh, she tagged her with the right hand there.
Joanna Jenček, Jessica Andrade go the distance. Standing ovation from the sellout crowd here in Dallas tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 50-44, and 50-45 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, Joanna
Miocic and the black and gold befitting a champion. Junior Dos Santos is in what?
The real question is who has improved more.
Everything about Junior looked better in that last fight as opposed to the fight against Alistair Overeem.
He looked as fast as ever, very patient.
I think that's a big factor in this fight.
This is a big key for Junior. That's 2, very low. Same kick that Jenček is throwing. That's that same low kick Jenček is throwing.
Stipe's throwing some hammers here.
Yep. A couple right hands have landed early for the champion who now presses forward.
So that's Junior learning to mix things in. I mean, for the longest time, he rarely threw kicks.
Oh, Miocic found a home for that left hand. Dos Santos circles out.
And exactly what you were saying about Junior putting his back to the cage.
Yep. He takes damage when he does that. I don't understand why he still does that.
Oh, it's over.
Down goes Dos Santos.
That's it. Fight's over.
Stipe looking at Herb Dean to stop it, and he will. Stipe Miocic retains his UFC heavyweight title. No judges needed this time around. The path to the UFC heavyweight title still goes through Cleveland, Ohio.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 22 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Miocic.
Mom, I love you. Happy Mother's Day. You're the best mother ever.